Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajeem. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. It is class 12 and subject zoology. And today's topic is the most important topic, that is genetic or chromosomal determination of sex. Genetic or chromosomal determination of sex or sex determination in humans. Sex determination is humans. That means how sex can be determined in human beings. Dear students, the topic is most important, the most important topic, and always it is touched in the examination. 100% chances of this question. That is how sex can be determined in humans. Dear students, humans have two types of sex determination. Humans have two types of sex determination. That is XX and XY type of sex determination. That's XX and XY type of sex determination in humans. There are two types of sex determination. That's XX and XY sex determination. If we talk about the females possesses homomorphic type of sex chromosomes. Homomorphic type of sex chromosomes, each with X chromosome. Each with X chromosome. That means they have homogametic. That is, the two chromosomes in females, they have the same nature. That's referred as X and X chromosome. If we talk about how sex can be determined, there are two types of sex determination in humans. That is the XX and XY, X chromosome. If we talk about the females possesses a homomorphic type of sex chromosomes, each with X chromosome. That is, they have the same kind of chromosomes, that's X and X chromosome. And on the other hand, males produce one X chromosome and one Y chromosome. That is, they have heterogametic. That is, they have two different types of chromosomes. That is X and Y. That is X and Y chromosome. Now it is clear to you. In females, they are the same X and X chromosome, and in males, they produce one X and one Y chromosome. Now, the sex of the embryo depends upon how the sex of the embryo depends. The sex of the embryo depends on the type of sperm, because half of the sperm contains X chromosome and half of the sperm contains Y chromosome in males. In males, half of the sperm contains X chromosome and half of the sperm contains Y chromosome. If the egg from the female, which has the same nature of chromosomes, that's X and X chromosome, that's X and X chromosome and X and Y chromosome male. Male have X and Y chromosome and females have X and X chromosome. If the egg fertilizes with the sperm bearing X chromosome, for example, if the egg, this is the egg from the female side, if an egg bearing fertilizes with the sperm bearing X chromosome, that's X and X to a number to n, that is X and X, we call that our birth will be female. If the egg fertilizes with the sperm bearing Y chromosome, then we call X and Y, that is twin, that is it will be the male. The sex determination completely depends upon the X and Y chromosome. It depends upon the male, that's X and Y chromosome. I once again try to understand you if you are getting my points. That is, the female contains the X and X chromosome, having the ham hemogamete, having the homomorphic nature, and the male on the other hand contains heteromorphic, that is the one X and one Y chromosome. And half of the sperm contains X chromosome and half of the sperm contains Y chromosome. Now, if X and X and Y, the male and the female and the male side, if the egg fertilizes with the sperm containing or bearing X chromosome, that is, it becomes X and X, it will be the hemogamete, that is, it will be the female. And if the egg fertilizes with the sperm bearing Y chromosome, then it will be the male. This is the way how sex can be determined. I again would like to repeat. Yes, students, I would like to tell you that genetic or the chromosomal determination of sex determination in humans. The humans have two types of sex chromosomes, that is the male and the female, that is the X and X and Y chromosome. The female contains X and X chromosome, having the homogamete, that is having the homomorphic, that's having the same nature, that is having the same chromosomes. And on the other hand, male produces two types of, that is one of the X and one of the Y chromosome. And the sex of the embryo depends upon the type of sperm. It depends upon the type of sperm. Whether the type of sperm bearing X chromosome mixes with the or fusion with the X, then it is chances to get a female. If the sperm bearing Y chromosome, it fuses with it comes and fuses with the X chromosome, then it becomes a male. Though we can say that if the egg fertilizes with the sperm, if it fertilizes with the sperm having X nature, having X chromosome, then it is XX, then it is female. If the egg it fertilizes the sperm bearing Y chromosome, then it becomes X and Y, then it is male, and this is the female. In this way, the sex can be determined in humans. That's enough.